All right, here's a little freshwater PSA. So even though I bet you my family hasn't probably changed out the refrigerator filter, it's just all the fresh water that goes through the filter is probably going past a whole bunch of black mold. I don't even want to think about that. It's still fresher than the shit that comes out the tap. So I don't know how many of y'all have gotten tap water, especially if you put it into ice cubes. And you put your ice cubes into fresh filtered water, and then you find all the sediment at the bottom of your glass. It's gross, right? Well, think about this. So, if you drink Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Coca Cola, tea, whatever, you put all the stuff in there, right? And it was minerals, whatever. And maybe there's some contaminants, right? But it tastes good and it has some value to it. But then you get tap water and you get water to clean your system out. You get water to be fresh and healthy. Whether it tastes good or not tastes good, but ideally, fresh water tastes good. My mother doesn't think so. She doesn't think water tastes good. That's beside the point. Then, seeing that, well, I mean, I've done a test right now. I mean, but in the past too, especially. So this is coming around to pass. Ultimately, if you wouldn't drink the tap water, then why would you give your children, especially your children didn't have any choice. They couldn't drink Coca Cola, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, get water from the fridge, whatever. They didn't have any choices. They're the most innocent and they're stuck with whatever they get. And 99% of the time, they're fucking staring at the wall, sleeping, waiting, hoping for something. And cats, of all animals, need and want fresh water, the freshest water they can get, especially if it's flowing. But I found that if I take um like a Cool Whip or a butter dish that's like this, like that size, and fill it with water, and next to my bedside, man, they won't even drink out of their water bowl, even if it has the same water. They'll come to the one that's by me. They'll drink out of my glasses of fresh water with ice in it. And that's their crack if they're cats. They want the best water that there is. If they have that, they'll never get diabetes. They'll never get, it'll prevent them from so many problems. On top of it's something that even every time that they're like, they need a cigarette, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm bored. You won't give me attention. I'm going to get some water. Even if it's been sitting there for 3 days. They'll get that water out of that Cool Whip dish. And that's clean water. My brother's cat will fucking come in here and drink out of the same dish. They'll all be drinking out of want that water. The water that I got out of the fridge. They went through the filter. And especially if I have any glass that came out of the fridge with the ice cubes in it. Even if the ice cubes, my parents fill up with water from the tap, they end up with, they'll be licking the ice, and that keeps cats healthy. So if you have cats, I mean, it seems silly, right? But if you want your kids to be healthy, it'd be best almost to have one of them Cool Whip butter dishes, the quart containers, like I just showed you, and twice a week, fucking set 4 or 5, especially you have multiple cats, put 3, 4, 5 of them around the house, and when you get home from work, every Wednesday, every Saturday or Sunday, and just spend 5 minutes and fill all those up. So there's a gallon or more of fresh water around the house. And that'd be the best thing you could ever do for your cats. You'll keep them happy, keep them healthy, save you money later. Every time they need your attention, or need something they don't know what they need, they'll go look for that water. Because in the wild, cats only go to a river. They only want fresh running water. It's not that. If they don't have cats, have to have fresh water. And that goes for you too. So there's my love for the night. That's my biggest secret. Staying healthy for life. Because, well, you're a cat. No matter how much of a dog you think you are, but you don't realize it. Drink that fresh water, you live a lot longer. If you can convince yourself, it's twice as good as alcohol. As soon as you're done with alcohol, you want that. You wake up in the middle of the night, you run to the fridge and get that. Rather than a Mountain Dew. And a Pepsi, that Coke. And that's the thing that you get once. Every sometimes. You drink 3 or 4 these mason jars a day. Fresh water. Even you get wasted. Drink 20 things of alcohol in a night. Finish with that. You start with that. Drink a couple of those during the day. When you get a soda, get it in a can. Only drink one. For the taste of it, right? Because it's dope. But it's not. It's just trick your brain. You live a lot longer. You won't get diabetes. You won't have health problems. And ultimately, you don't want any extra expenditures coming up. That your animal, that you have to give them insulin or yourself insulin the rest of your life. You fucking do that. You want to stay alive. PSA from Josh. Peace.